I'm actually going to make my comments last, but I just wanted to start and sort of set the stage for Dr. Smith and Dr. Nessler coming forward and just state what we all know, that agriculture research, extension, and education are the keys to lifting people out of poverty, malnutrition, and political instability. The late Norman Borlaug said it best when he stated that peace cannot be built on empty stomachs. And the Texas A&M system has been a key driver worldwide in helping take people or elevate people out of poverty, malnutrition, and lead with issues that affect political instability. So, you know, this is an interesting time for us. This year we're celebrating the 100th year anniversary of the College of Agriculture and Life Sciences here at Texas A&M University. But I think even more importantly, next year we celebrate what was the first of 3 federal pieces of legislation that really established the land grant system. And next year, of course, the 150th year anniversary of the Morrill Act. But that, along with the Hatch Act and subsequent legislation in the early 1900s to establish extension, really are the foundation of our land grant mission. Our land grant mission of teaching, research, extension, and a service. And one of the things I want to say today is just to remind everyone that that land grant mission is not just a domestic mission of teaching, research, extension, and service, but is something that applies globally. It is our duty as members of a land grant system to help build universities around the world, to conduct research that lift people out of poverty and malnutrition, and to extend science-based information to people throughout the world. And that's really the land grant system, functioning both domestically and internationally. In other words, and what I want to tell the committee asked me to remind everyone, and I will do it, our international activities here within the Texas A&M University system, and particularly within the College of Agriculture and Life Sciences and our agencies, are not merely add-ons. That is the scholarship that each of you have, whether it be scholarship as applied to teaching, research, and extension, are valued exactly in the same way that scholarship is valued applied in other venues. That means when it comes to time for merit raises, promotion, and tenure consideration, I and my team look at those in the same way that we look at the considerations that may be generated in other ways. It is part of what we do as a land grant system, that we focus on the land grant mission both domestically and internationally, and we don't pay attention where it's being focused. Now, Elsa, since I have about a few minutes, I'm just, if you'll give me a personal point of privilege here, I want to tell you a little bit about what drives me internationally, just from a personal standpoint. Some of you in the room have known me a long time and probably know this, but I've been a strong supporter of international programs my entire professional career. I had the opportunity to both lead study abroad programs on 2 continents, and at the same time, the thing that probably gave me the greatest pleasure, the supervision of graduate research programs on several continents and the work that they did and the friendships that we built during that. But why was I involved in international? These are the Mark Hussey's list, so this is my list of why I personally became involved in international. It was the personal satisfaction of really building something new and oftentimes building something new from the ground up, something that wasn't there before that we were able to accomplish. It wasn't me accomplishing it. It was a small satisfaction that I got of being part of a team of people that worked together to be able to make those accomplishments. It was the challenge of adapting and maybe adopting ideas and technologies to different environments, socioeconomic situations, and cultures. It was the ability, and I'd like to believe to speak with a little bit of authority, to be able to bring international experiences into the classroom, to be able to talk about technologies, but put it in the context of the environment. In other words, we don't always have to have 21st century technologies to solve problems of feeding people in other parts of the world. Eventually we want to get there, but we don't always need that. The end goal should always be our focus. How do we feed our people? How do we protect our environment? How do we enrich our youth? And how do we improve the health and well-being of the people that we're working with? I like to think that it also helped expand the Aggie network worldwide. And I think for those of you who have had those experiences and have gone many places, a lot of times the reputation of universities and university systems, contrary to what my bosses on the dean's side in the offices upstairs would say, are not built on whether you're an AAU institution, are not built on how many publications you have, are not built on how many grants and contracts you have, but really are built on the lives that you've impacted and the institutions that you've helped improve worldwide. And that Aggie network and that reputation that we all derive, whether you're Texas A&M University or Virginia Tech or Cornell, et cetera, stems many ways. That international reputation stems from the interaction that we've had in working with scholars in those countries and hosting scholars here on this campus. And then finally, I guess I have a personal belief that we learn best from interacting with others. And we learn the most, or at least Mark Hussey learns the most, when I interact with people that bring very different ideas to the table. When they bring different perspectives and viewpoints, and particularly when those viewpoints are based in different cultures. And so that's the reason that I've been involved in international programs. I would like to believe it's made me a better scholar. I'd like to believe it's made me a better person. And I'd like to believe it's what drives me to see that not only Texas A&M University system, but the land-grant system continue to make significant inroads and continue to be engaged globally as we try to make a difference in the lives of the people, not only of this country, but of all countries. And so with that, thank you for letting me be part of this morning, and thank the organizing committee for everything you've done to bring these last 2 days together. Thank you.